Fort Lauderdale. Why choose us? We provide nationwide coverage, fast and reliable service, competitive pricing, transport to any freight forwarder or dock of your choice, auction house experience, and we provide excellent customer service. Express Auto Recovery. Call them today. 786-858-0369. That's 786-858-0369. They provide towing services, accident towing, roadside services, tire change, transporting, towing, and they buy junk cars. Cheap prices, licensed and insured, fast and reliable services. Express Auto Recovery. Call them today. 786-858-0369. That's EAR. Express Auto Recovery. What up, everybody? This is Jeff Fox from The Jeff Fox Show. I want to invite you to a real Bahamian party. A great place that you can get the island food that I'm talking about as fish fry right here in beautiful Miami. Come to the backyard. Yeah, that's right. It's east of Miami, the backyard, where you can get that real fried fish, fried conch, grilled conch, any kind of way you want it, they will do it for you. Lobster, fish, chicken in the bag, shrimp, all kinds of great island eats right here in Miami Gardens and east of Miami. It's the Bahamian thing. Niceness. Pull up on east of Miami. Check out TJ and Cindy at east of Miami for the best Bahamian food. Best fish, the best chicken, the best conch, the best stewed fish. All right, they've got it all. Island food, 18014 Northwest 6th Place in Miami Gardens. I'm talking about the real deal, not the fake stuff. This is real Bahamians making real Bahamian food. In the backyard, come on and check out the vibes. East of Miami, 18014 Northwest 6th Place in Miami Gardens. Tell my man TJ Jeff Fox sent you. You heard it first right here on the Jeff Fox Show. It's the backyard, east of Miami.
I hate you because we're from different neighborhoods.
I hate you because you look different.
I hate you because I don't understand you.
I hate you because people I know hate you.
I hate you because I think you hate me.
Because I need someone to blame.
Because you talk different.
Because you act different.
Because you're just different. Man, I hate that things are so bad that we have to do a commercial about it.
Me too.
Eight years, not a sound. It was working, not a peep. They were silenced. Then suddenly, they both started at the same time. Voices fresh like they never stopped. We cannot let them hear each other. We can't afford a 98 or 20 again.
I don't understand.
We can't afford a duet.
Top of your class, right? You're not here to understand. This is a maximum sound asylum. We keep sounds from getting out. These two could destroy the world as we know it if they hear each other. All I care about is that you keep that from happening. If you have what it takes.
One changes key, you change your frequency. Got it. They can never be in the same key or harmonize or...
Or what?
Or Lord help us all. 12 hours to the next shift.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Hey, The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.
What up, though?
What up, though?
Everybody is looking great.
Look at him. Look at him with his
Hey, be careful now. Be careful.
I didn't say anything.
All right now.
I was just gonna say you representing.
There you go, baby.
Where are you, Fitz? Are you in the Bahamas? You look like you're in South Beach. Like you got
No, baby. I'm South Beach. Hey.
really. Where are you right now?
I am from a if you look on the map, I am southwest of the Bahamas. I'm south.
Okay.
Grand Cayman. I'm in the Cayman Islands, man.
Wow. You're in the
So
Cayman Islands, man.
Is your appearance today guest approved?
Nah. My let me tell you why my appearance. I broke away from this lovely wife of mine and we just enjoying each other. But when I heard Alex Donno,
Yeah, that's my brother, man.
my little short ears, tiny ears perked up. Jenny Jones. I said, "Woo!" I watched that. I watched that brother on Kane's Connection and his little show,
Yeah.
and I want to chop it up with him because he's on that show. Those ACC guys and Alex really need to watch his back. He in enemy territory. I gotta let him know what's up.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, he in enemy territory.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Alex is my boy, man. We used to work together at WQAM and 790 The Ticket. So, and, you know,
Yeah, he's smooth.
Yeah, one of the
He's
nicest
smooth.
guys in the business.
No doubt. And I don't know if the cats on the show with him have his best interests. Alex is smooth, but I've watched the show and I be picking up on little things that they say and everything. Let me just come right with it. I haven't been on the show in a while, but folks, the ACC ain't never been for Miami Hurricanes. They not for us.
That's wow.
No, all you got to do is you watch the games, especially football. Miami actually brought up the level of football when Virginia Tech and Miami went to that league. It brought up the quality of that league because Florida State was just handling everything. But the school, the administration made a decision. This is 20-something years ago to get in that league. And a lot of it was for the other sports, basketball, to bring up the recognition, how those sports were, because going from the Big East. But we didn't need that league. And they have treated that football team, Miami, like stepchild.
Right.
I mean, Jenny, follow me on this. When you have a premier football team in a league, have you ever seen the SEC put Alabama, Georgia, LSU on a Friday night game? On the road? Friday night.
Spoken like a true former Hurricane.
Okay.
I'm just being real. I'm just being real. You don't.
You probably don't even. You had a ring on because I know.
No. The ring is in my heart.
You know, like we all in a good mood. You in the tropics, you know. We trying to set the mood right, but Fitz got venom for the ACC.
I see.
And what color am I drinking? What color drink? What's it look like? Is this orange?
Yeah, it is orange.
Come on. What else I'm gonna put in my body?
Wow.
Wow.
We'll be talking to Alex Donno in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Right here on the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Jeff Fox Show. Fitz Davis from some tropical island somewhere.
He's on a tropical assignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on assignment.
Tropical assignment.
For real. And Jenny Jones, of course, we're all here. We're going to talk ACC. We're going to talk Canes. We're going to have a good time on the show today on a whatever Wednesday. We have a new sponsor that I will be letting you know about today. You know, even though the paperwork is being done today, but congrats to us. Congrats to us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
We need more sponsors because we got a lot going on. We need more sponsors. So if you want to advertise on the Jeff Fox Show, please reach out to us at Remix Sports Media and let's get it going. So good stuff for us right there, Jenny Jones. I will share something with you that I just got here. I've been up since 6, Fitz.
Oh, wow.
And you'll be very proud of me because your boy is putting in that work at the gym.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Don't hate.
I'm not hating because I'm doing my own work.
I'm talking to the studio audience. There they go thinking because I started the gym and then I quit. And then I started and then I quit. I can't get it right like a lot of athletes, but I'm going to keep it up this time.
You know what helped me?
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing, but I'm doing it at home.
Yeah, but Jenny, you look good. I'm overweight.
I'm trying to supersize mine, and I'm trying to get it tight and get it right. And yeah, I wear too much spandex to go out like that. So I'm working on it. But I put a calendar on my refrigerator. So, and then I X marks the spot on the days that I'm getting my workout in. Even if it means I'm running the stairs, whilst I'm at the 9 to 5, I'm on my walk back, I'm crunching, I'm doing something. And then I've got a little, some videos that I've been watching on YouTube, get those 10-minute workouts. So yeah, your girl.
Does that stuff really work?
You finna not be able to tell your girl nothing. That's what.
Yeah, that is.
Hey, Jeff, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
So you're not doing them right-hand curls with a fork, right? That's not the breakfast you're working on them.
I've been guilty of that for the last couple of years.
You ain't doing the curls, right? You're not doing that fork go to your mouth.
My problem is in Miami Gardens, there are too many great Jamaican restaurants.
I know.
There's Chef Creole, there's KFC, there's Popeye's chicken, all the stuff that I'm not supposed to eat, and I love them.
You got to get the glasses that have those little things on the side, so you can just keep driving straight, and you have no peripheral vision. You need to just keep looking straight.
Man, it's been hard for it.
I know. I get it.
And I got a great trainer. She's going to come on the show. Her name is Fiona. Some of you may know her. Fiona Shavers. She's a radio personality. She does it all. But she's also been my trainer. And she's been brutal. She has been honest. She's like, man, I want you to live.
Hey.
Preach. And she's like giving it to me raw. And I'm like, I'm going to do it, Fiona. And she's like, don't convince me. Convince yourself. Because how many times have you started and stopped and texted me, yeah, Fiona, I'm ready now. And then you go back to eating oxtails and shit.
Hey, Jeff, you and I got to do more like Jenny, because I can tell you, I told you I had a procedure a week ago, went in for, and I'm going to keep taking care of my body. I'm 61. I got I got a 61-year-old ankles and knees and organs. I got to check on it. And Jeff, you and I can't eat what we used to eat, bruh. Come on, man. I know we just can't do it. Like, come on.
Bro. I like
what I used to eat. I'm just I'm in a bad place right now to where that overnight shift got me eating and sleeping and eating.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not good. Right here, it's not good.
Yeah.
And then there's a Waffle House down the street, bro.
Stop it.
Their bacon tastes
that's
so
your problem right there.
Stop.
He's probably one of those people that like to post pictures of food all the time too.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
See,
your boy can cook.
Jeff, here's our problem. Me and you we feel like we 21, right? 19, 20. We feel that, our minds. But bruh, our stomach and the organs, they
Yeah.
ain't 20, they north of 21.
Yeah. It's not easy, man. It's not. And then I went to the gym today. Fitz, you look great for 61, brother. You look fantastic. You look seriously. You look about 45,
Where do I send the check?
maybe 40. You know, it's for real.
Thank you.
Look in the chat room. They'll
You do look good, Fitz. I'm not going to try to put no age on it. I'm just going to say you look
Okay,
good.
okay. To both of you, are y'all Venmo or Zelle? Where do I send it?
I
Where do I send it?
just need my my Seth Jones jersey, or
Right.
it's something. It was another jersey I needed. Oh,
You
said
will get hooked up
Canes.
before football season. You're gonna get hooked up before football season. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, with Canes or
Mm.
or Panthers. I need
Before
just
the
give me a
football
little
season.
I want to ask you both a question.
Sure.
What the hell is chickpeas? Have you tried chickpeas?
Yeah. They're in a lot of salads and stuff. They little round things.
They kind
Yeah.
of beige, right?
Yeah, they
Okay.
chickpeas. They what kind of nut they look like, Jenny? They look like a what's that? I'm trying to think of them.
They just look like a big pea, but they're
Yeah, like a little
that
nut. Yeah.
color. Maybe you washed it or something and the green fell off. That's what they look
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. So my coach wants me to substitute chicken for chickpeas.
Oh,
And
hell no.
I'm like,
Hell no.
I like Chef Tally's jerk chicken. You know, I
Yeah.
do. I like Pollo Tropical down the street. I like curry chicken from Jamaica House.
Well,
I
see,
like-
maybe you need to get into some grilled chicken.
It's mental, man. It's mental.
Well, work
I'm
out
gonna
your
beat this
mental.
thing.
Work
I'm
out
gonna
your
beat this thing, and I'm
Jeff
gonna.
Fox, you'll beat it when you stop driving down them streets where those restaurants are located. You got to find a different route to get home or wherever. Because as long as you keep driving down them streets, bro, your car gonna keep pulling over.
It'll be driving on its own. Ooh.
I'm telling you, man.
Wait, you can't test your strength, Jeff. You can't win, man.
You know what my brother used to say to my sister? Because at that time in her life, she was short. She's shorter than me, and she was kind of thickety thick. And my brother used to say, "Short and round and close to the ground." Does that not describe somebody?
I ain't going there, Jenny.
I'm sorry. I'm putting it out there, but I've already said mine's is not tight and right either. So I'm working on it.
Jenny can get away with it. Jenny can go to the mall and find outfits.
Yes.
Because they got her size.
Yeah.
When I go to the mall and go to certain places, do you have a tall, what do you call big and tall section? And they don't always have that, and then you get mad because you see the slim people easily finding stuff to make them look good. I got clothes today, man. I hate that shit, man.
Hey, and Jeff, you know what me and you gonna do? We're gonna start up our own clothing line, Short Round.
Short and round. I mean, it's cool.
You have to bring me off a little something because I just told you that my brother was saying that
Short round.
Short round.
Short round.
Ground, and he would just.
if you're below 5 feet tall, this is your store.
Magic City says you taking shots at me, Jenny. Is
I'm
it
taking
like
shots
that, man?
at myself, though.
Jenny, I agree with. I agree with Magic City. Yeah, I'm with Magic City. That wasn't even underhanded. You that was a straight shot at Jeff. Straight shot.
But did I not say I need work too?
No. You threw a straight shot at Jeff right in his face, and he just was hosting the show, being nice, talking about he has an issue with food. And you attacked him.
Wait a minute. Did you or did you not say his car automatically drive him to the food places?
But that wasn't attacking him personally. I was attacking his car.
You
attacked him.
Sorry, co-host.
This is a
sorry.
confession. I'm opening up my heart to you guys. You know, we're having a moment here. You know, and I was inspired when I went into the gym because there were fat people, there were skinny people, there were old people, there were young people, there were people who looked perfect. As if, why are you even here? You know, but that's how you maintain it.
Jeff, we don't call them fat. They are horizontally challenged.
But I didn't even say fat because you know what? Because I don't like nobody calling me skinny because
Why?
people think being called skinny is a compliment, and it's not to me because when I was growing up and I was skinny,
Mm-hmm.
it hurt my feelings. So I don't like it to this day. I was talking to my girlfriend at work, and I was like, "That's a trigger for me."
Hey, look,
And not that I want to go that far back. I would just like a little in between to where I didn't have to worry about the stomach. That's all that I need.
Jenny, Jeff, Jenny, let me tell you something. When I was in the locker room for those 2 years at University of Miami, I was called every skinny joke you can think of by some of the best Fred Robinson guys from that old team. Do you
Yeah.
know we was on a bus ride to a scrimmage? I was told I was so skinny I could tap dance on Now or Later.
Yeah.
Oh my!
It was on the bus. Guys were laughing. We still riding to go do our scrimmage. They say, hey y'all, Gerald Davis so skinny he can't take a shower because the water miss him.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
the Canes, ex Canes are brutal
man.
because
With
I've
friends
hung out
like
with
those,
Leon Cersei
you don't
and
need enemies.
Claude something. I forgot his name. Claude, he was on our offensive line, and Warren
Okay.
Sapp was with us too. We went
Claude Jones? Was it Jones?
Claude Jones, yeah. Yeah. Those guys don't stop ragging on each other. Like
Oh
they
no,
are
man.
bad.
No.
Like they are terrible. And
But
they say anything to each other.
no, but that's love.
Yeah.
That's love. But when they talking about you like that, they love you. It's when they stop talking about you, teasing you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal.
Am,
So
am I
So
so
am I forgiven though, co-host? Am I
yes,
forgiven?
yes, of
yeah, yeah.
course. Of
Yeah,
course.
you forgiven.
Listen, Kenny, I've turned the corner because
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I watch Fitz on vacation with his lovely wife, and they're living their life. That keeps you grounded and it keeps your mood, it uplifts you when you have somebody special like that. So not only am I gonna be new and improved at the gym and we're getting new sponsors on the show, stuff is going my way.
Mhm.
So now I'm prepared to welcome into the equation a new girlfriend. A new
Oh,
girlfriend.
So do
uh-oh.
we have
Yes.
somebody like in mind or somebody
Um,
rising or what's happening?
um, I'm thinking about maybe having a bachelor type, you know, stuff. Work out something here at the show, or just randomly some chick at Publix, or when you just, excuse me, ma'am, do you know how much sugar is in this? The cool lines. Like, do you come here often?
Is that cool though? I don't know if that's cool, but
I know.
if it
I,
works for you,
I've avoided relationships, and we had a relationship guest on the show maybe last year, and she's going to come back on the show, and she challenged me and you, Jenny. She challenged us, to get the love thing right, and I wasn't interested, and
well,
I wasn't interested.
to make sure that where you are is also a good spot.
Right, you got to
Like
be
trying to
mentally,
come
you
up
got to be in a good place.
in a good spot as well with where you are as well in the
So
relationship.
so I'm going to consider it, and maybe give someone a shot.
I like it. I
All
like
right.
that.
I'm
Because
good.
I like that.
look at Fitz. Look at my happy anniversary, by the way, to Tommy Green and his beautiful wife.
Happy anniversary.
I don't know how Tommy ended up with that, but she's beautiful. Crystal Green and Tommy celebrated 15 years of marriage.
All right.
And they got 3 beautiful kids, and they're doing it big. So congrats to them. And they have been my inspiration because Crystal posted the most beautiful post yesterday on Facebook. And she said she's been married to her best friend for 15 years. Wow. Imagine that.
Jeff, excuse me. Michael Jordan bothering me. Hey, man, I'm doing a show.
See, there you go. You've been on vacation. He coming for me. See, they let you know when folks don't have a life.
Ed Jordan, I'm doing a show, man. Leave me alone.
By the way, happy birthday to Mocha Bella, for real.
Happy birthday. What is it, Stevie Wonder? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. For real. Mocha's birthday's coming up. Wow. And like she told me that it's Jamaican Independence Day.
Yep.
Today's Jamaican Independence Day. So happy Independence Day to all of them.
Can I say one thing too? Next month is my birthday, so I'm gonna need for y'all to get y'all self in order.
Yes.
Mocha, they want me to send us some gear.
Yeah. Hey, in a few minutes we'll be joined by Alex Donno. Alex hosts a podcast called Locked on Canes. So when they're locked on Canes, meaning everything you wanted to know about Miami Hurricanes wise. We're going to get into it with Alex Donno in a few minutes. He'll be coming here and joining us on the show. And we're going to get into some other things like Teddy Bridgewater back in the NFL. Yeah, back in the NFL. Northwestern, y'all blew it. Y'all could have. Teddy would have still probably been there, but nope. He's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll let you know more about our new sponsor.
He did do that before, though, too. You know, he said the team kind of, I told the guys, I'm going to come here, I'm going to coach you. We're going to go get this championship, and then I'm going to go back to the league. Then I think he'll be back.
Yeah. So we'll have Alex Donno in a few minutes right here on the Jeff Fox Show. You HBCU buffs, take a look at this while we take a break. Come right back.
Hey, Bison Nation, this is Monica Lewis, Senior Director of Athletic Communications here at Howard University and a member of the class of 1996. And I am telling you right now that you need to be in Miami, Florida for the 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic.
Come out, support the Bison family, watch us dominate the line of scrimmage, and go get some get back against FAMU.
Two of our premier institutions in HBCU culture.
And this is more than just a game.
You know, we have some revenge. We got some business to take care of. They took care of their business back at the Celebration Bowl, but it's a whole new season. It's a whole new team, and we're going to go down to Miami, go into the Hard Rock Stadium, and handle our business as only Bison can.
From the streets of DC to the soul of Tallahassee, from the hilltop to the highest of 7 hills, 2 HBCU giants are colliding in the 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic. Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers. This ain't just football, this is history in the making. The bands bringing that fire. The stands packed with pride. The energy can't be contained. On Saturday, August 30th at 4 p.m., Hard Rock Stadium becomes the biggest stage in HBCU football. From the tailgate to the halftime show, from the first snap to the final whistle, this is where culture takes center stage. So grab your squad, throw on your colors, and rep your school. Get your tickets and book your hotels now at orangeblossomclassic.com. The 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic, built on history, fueled by pride.
To your point, he yanks one down the line. You're scoring anyway from first. Ground ball through the right side. That's a base hit. Here comes Sanoha. Marcy on his way to third. The ball gets by. The ball gets by. The Marlins have tied it. Edwards will stop it third.
Or you can do just that.
A comeback in the making for the ages. The 2-1. Chopper out in front of the plate. And over! Edwards scores from third!
It was such a great week last week. I said I would never, ever root for the Marlins again once they traded Jazz Chisholm. And you know what? There was a packed stadium. They were back to 500, and then they ran into the damn Houston Astros.
Yeah, but can you roll it back a little bit? Did they or did they not just sweep the Yankees? Come on.
Yeah, that was last week, though. It's a long baseball season. It's a long season, man. Hey, our good buddy Alex Donno is here.
Oh, superstar.
Hey, good morning, Alex.
How you
morning.
doing?
How y'all doing?
Oh, man. It's great to have you here on the show. You and I go way back, man, in those WQAM studios. And you are always a great listen on Canes game days. And now you're hosting these days the Locked On Canes podcast, which is incredibly popular. Like, when I told people I was going to have you on the show, they were like, really? Like I love Alex Donno, you know? So thank you and welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me. And Fox, we go back even farther than the old QAM studios, even back at the old 790 studios.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Too long. We're getting old.
Yeah. You got I think you're married and you got your son, right? Like,
yeah. Married and got a 7-year-old son.
Oh, wow. You guys are young.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah, man. So, Alex, man,
we haven't officially met, but we are so happy to have you, and we are so happy to have you that our other co-host, Fitz Davis over there, who is a Hurricanes alum, he's
a national champion.
He's on vacation, and he's here for you.
Oh, Fitz, thank you. So you didn't have to do that, man. Where are you? Where are you on vacation?
Hey, Alex, I broke away from the sun and the water, salt water and the Cayman for you, dog. I broke away for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's in the Cayman Islands right now. Like,
chilling.
But he was like, no, you're not going to interview Alex on the show, and being a national champion because he was on the 83 team.
Amazing.
Yeah, so definitely had to come in and chime on the show. So
yeah,
that's the thing, man, Donald. I've been saying it for a lot of years. When are the Canes going to be back? And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for the Canes to be back. So I'm going to ask you, when are we going to be back? Officially back.
I don't want to corner myself into making an exact prediction because that will be used against me if I'm wrong. But I believe that within the next couple of years, they should be in position to be. And I'm saying that based on the accumulation of talent that's been going on in Coral Gables for the past few years. Being out there at some of these training camp practices and, having covered these guys for the past several years, I'm now kind of understanding because, like, I've been a fan of Miami football my entire life. I wasn't like a media member back in the glory days when Fitz and all the guys were playing. But now that I see the athletes getting bigger, the quality of quarterbacks the last couple of years, Cam Ward was just incredible last season. And Carson Beck looks very good out there this year. Like, you can tell this is a future NFL quarterback. And just like the sheer size and the depth that they're developing, like, you understand, like, this is starting to look like SEC caliber talent, what Mario Cristobal is assembling now in Coral Gables. So, I mean, if not within the next couple of years, I don't know when, and the new coaches poll just came out yesterday. They've actually got Miami in the top 10. It's a preseason poll, so I'm not saying it's worth anything, but it tells you these coaches look at Miami as a team that's talented enough to be a playoff team this year. So I don't see any reason why within the next couple of years, whether it's this year or next year, why this team shouldn't be in that conversation. So hopefully, I keep my fingers crossed on this, guys and ladies, that Miami is going to be back soon.
I hope so. I'll toss it to Jenny because she was equally as excited as you were going to come on the show today because she's never met you. So, Jenny, the floor is yours.
Well, like I said, first of all, welcome. We thank you so much for joining us. And I have a couple of questions. Get your thoughts on, because I was talking with Chris Perkins over at the Sun Sentinel, because I was feeling some kind of way where the Canes robbed last season with the bowl games where we robbed, or just blame it on the defense and I just need to move on. Do I just need to move on?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all need to move on. Because here's the thing. I think you could have argued, based on how good the offense was and how good Cam Ward was, you could make an argument that, hey, maybe Miami was one of the best 12 teams in the country and they should have snuck in, right? And if Miami were an SEC team instead of the ACC, which gets no love whatsoever, maybe we would have looked at it a different way and they could have snuck in the playoff. But the reason why, Jenny, I'm going to say that we need to move on is because you're up 21-0 on the road at Syracuse, and all you had to do was win that game, and I believe Miami would have made the playoff. All you had to win that game, and you're in, and they couldn't hold that 21-0 lead. So I think at the end of the day, we primarily have the defense to blame for it. I think Cristobal was in a tough spot last year, knowing that the defense wasn't really working, but then at the same time, I don't think you wanted to make a midseason coaching change when your team was at 1.9-0 and on track to make the playoffs. So like, you knew the defense was a problem, but you didn't want to over tinker with your team because then you might completely, screw things up. So I think he did what he had to do, sticking with Lance Guidry. Afterwards, he made the offseason changes, bringing in almost an entirely new defensive staff, with Jason Taylor being the only remaining guy. So I think we need to blame the defense, right? I mean, Miami was this close to being a playoff team, but we have ourselves to blame for not getting there.
Okay. Well, my next question is what's your comparison between Carson Beck and Cam Ward? So is he going to be able to just pick up where Cam Ward left off and like I said, just take us to the promised land? We need this. We need this.
That's a great question. Because I think they're both, obviously Cam Ward is now an NFL quarterback. He was the number 1 overall draft pick. I think Carson Beck is going to be an NFL quarterback in a year's time. But they're different. I would say Carson Beck compared to Cam Ward, more prototypical and more conventional. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, playing behind what should be a really good Miami Hurricanes offensive line. Beck, the arm looks live, Jenny. I mean, his arm looks really good. He doesn't show any sort of ill effects from the offseason surgery. It seems like his arm is back to 100%. He's got the accuracy. I see him spending a lot of time like between plays, talking with his receivers and even talking with the other quarterbacks to kind of give these guys instruction. So you see some of the leadership. So in an area where Carson is different from Cam Ward, I think he goes through his progressions a little bit quicker and is not afraid to take the check down. Cam Ward did not know the meaning of the word check down. That was not in his dictionary, which did lead to him making some incredible deep plays and improvised plays. I don't think Beck is going to make as many jaw-dropping plays, and he's not going to improvise as much as Ward. So that's one of the differences there. So I don't think Beck is going to be able to create as much magic just out of nowhere that Cam Ward created, because that was one of the things that made Cam Ward special. But I think Beck is special in other ways, and I think he's going to be able to get the ball out quickly and make good decisions. I know he threw too many interceptions last year at Georgia, so he's got to clean that up. But I think he's another very good quarterback, but I think the offense is going to look a little bit different this year.
Locked on Canes is the name of the podcast. We're talking to the great host, Alex DONNO. here on the Jeff Fox Show. Fitzy, it's all yours, baby.
Yeah, Alex, I've been watching you for a while on Locked On Canes and Locked On ACC. I know you couldn't hadn't hit the subscribe button to you, but I've watched you for a while, and I've been very appreciative of your professionalism, how you cover the teams, and I see you amongst those other individuals. I'll call them individuals. Alex, I'm just here to tell you, you are in enemy territory in the ACC. And I'm going to give it back to you. And my question is this. As a former player, and I've watched this move to the ACC, and it kind of, that question Jenny asked about, were the Canes robbed? No, Jenny, Florida State was robbed.
Geez.
Alex, I blame that on the league because Alex, this is where I'm going to. I think it's still a basketball league. I watch how they treat the elite teams, specifically Florida State and Miami, the brands. They don't the league ACC. Now this was Duke and North Carolina in basketball. They've been up and down trying to get them into the Final Four. But if you watch this league, I want us to move out of here. For years, I didn't want us in this league because I've watched how maybe it helped the basketball and other sports, but it did nothing for football. Alex, how are you when you're in those conversations with those guys from Syracuse, whatever? How do you feel about Miami being in the ACC? And do you think we'd be better even as an independent or maybe even the Big Ten?
Yeah, I've never loved Miami in the ACC. Like it's and Fitz, I co-sign on everything that you were saying. It to me, the league just has no spine. Like when it comes to standing up for their brands and their football brands. I mean, the only brands that they stand up for, and a lot of it is basketball related. They're always there for Duke. They're always there for Carolina. Like if your school is located in North Carolina, you're probably going to get favorable treatment from the ACC. And if you're not, then you're not going to get really any sort of spine. You're not going to get backed up whatsoever. I think that the ACC commissioner is he's a little weak in my eyes compared to
that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, compared to Greg Sankey of the SEC, Tony Petitti, even your Mark of the Big 12, it's like a super cheerleader, and he really pumps up his guys. The ACC commissioner comes off as a little bit more of a pencil pusher. So I've never wanted to be in the ACC. In terms of like going independent, for anyone other than Notre Dame, I don't think being an independent, unfortunately, is like financially feasible. Notre Dame's got their like sweetheart TV deal that they've had for centuries. I think it would be hard to strike an independent TV deal. So I think you have to be in a conference these days. That's where most of the TV money is. I would be fine with Big Ten or SEC if those opportunities were to arise. Like I don't know for sure how badly the Big Ten or the SEC want Miami right now, because I know, certain SEC schools don't want to recruit directly against Miami if Miami were in the SEC, right? I mean, Florida would try to block Miami into the SEC. Georgia probably would, Alabama, because they're more than happy to come down to South Florida to try to take Miami's recruits and be able to recruit against Miami, saying, hey, why would you want to play in the ACC? We can come play in the SEC. They would lose that if Miami was in the SEC. The Big Ten, I think, would be a fit in some ways, but man, and Fitz, you would know this better than anybody. The idea of like Miami players having to go up and play games in like Minnesota and Michigan and Ohio in November and early December would be the travel would be crazy. The cold weather would be crazy, but I do think the Big Ten is a good academic fit for Miami because they have high standards, as does Miami, and Miami's a designated research institution, which is usually a prerequisite to Big Ten membership. And the Big Ten's a serious conference, right? Like I don't know, some days I don't know how serious the ACC is. I know that they try, and I stand up for the league when I can, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the ACC. And hopefully in the next 3 or 4 years, when we're going to start to see teams leave, because I believe Florida State, Clemson, North Carolina will probably get out the first chance that they get, which would be around like 2030, 2031. I hope Miami can have an opportunity to do the same.
Mm-hmm. If I may address that question, Jeff, Jenny, to Alex. I've lived in Michigan for multiple years, Alex, and I try to educate folks up in the Midwest about the South. And I'll tell you about the SEC. They don't schedule anybody in cold weather for the last 30, 40 years. Just go check the schedules. Florida, Georgia, they don't travel. They never travel. Miami has traveled as long as I can remember. We've been to Seattle, Iowa City. You name the school north of the Mason-Dixon line, we've been there. Now, you can't say that for the Gators, Georgia, Tennessee, LSU, none of them. So I believe, just from an academic standpoint, we fit more in line with the Big Ten. And Alex, you know what? As a old Cane, we ain't scared of no cold weather.
You ain't scared of
We're
nobody.
not. We ain't scared of no cold weather. We
scared.
remember we say anywhere, anytime. That's
Yep.
us. Now I cannot say that for those teams that have gotten really good the last 20 years in the SEC. Again, you just watch their scheduling and how they do it. They don't play a game under 70 degrees pretty much the whole year. Check them out. Just watch. And people say, Fitz, you're hating. No, man, I give facts. Just look at their scheduling.
All right.
That's our professor.
I think he's right. He's right.
We've got a question from one of our viewers, and Mokabella says, "How many games do you predict the Canes will win this season?" I know you don't want to put yourself in the corner, but you know,
don't do Alex like that.
you know, 500. Just give us something.
Yeah, I usually come up with 10 wins for this year. And I know people are going to say, hey, that's the same as last year, but the schedule is tougher this year. And hopefully you get, one extra conference win this year. Like I'd hate to lose any game, let alone these, because Miami's got 2 mega non-conference games, Notre Dame and Florida. If I'm being realistic, probably split those 2 games. I think you probably win one, you lose one. And then if you lose just one game in the ACC, you're probably getting to the ACC championship game.
Yep.
So with the schedule being tougher this year, I think if Miami wins the same number of games that they won last year, that would still show improvement because the schedule just didn't break out as difficult last year as it should this year. So I'm right around 10. I mean, if I really start to like analyze what I'm seeing in practices, I can try to talk myself into 11, but I'm going to stay around 10. I think that's the number I'm looking at.
I like 10. Yeah, and I'm like you, Alex. I would trade a Florida win for one more conference win.
Yeah,
this season. Yeah, if you got to split, because last year if we had done that, we would have been in the playoffs. If we gave up the Gator game for Syracuse.
You don't give up the Gator game. You don't.
Well, it's just the way things. Hey, look. Wait, whoa. Ohio State. They didn't even play for the Big Ten title, guys.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois, and then they got their together, and then they got to the national championship game.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen to us. Anyway, another question from the audience. Rodney says, will Mario ever be a good game day coach? That's a big issue.
Oh, that's a low blow, man.
Well,
that's a low blow.
It is a low blow, but I get it. Like he will never live down, some of those decisions that he's made. Right. I think one thing that he is like actively working on is delegating more, game day, to get more collaboration. Obviously, head coach, he's the one who's got final say. Are we going to go for this 4th down? Are we going to punt here? Are we going to take a knee? Like he's got final say with that stuff. But I think he learned a lot from that Georgia Tech, situation, to put it kindly. So I think he's opened himself up to a little bit more delegation and collaboration on game day. So that's the way he's trying to improve that. This is not something he's ignoring. I think it's something he's trying to evolve in his game. But listen, the other part of it, and you all know this, Fitz knows this better than anybody. The better the talent that you put on the field, the less those decisions will get micromanaged, right?
Yes,
so, because listen, again, if you feel like the coach made a wrong call to not go for it or to go for it on this 4th down, if the players don't execute and convert that 4th down, then you scrutinize the coach's decision. If they convert it, the coach is a genius. So things like that, those decisions are always going to look better when you've got better players on the field, and Miami's collecting better players.
Alex, and this is what I say too. Okay. Jeff, I may say this. If you got rid of Mario, to that question, who would you replace him with that's available? This is to our fan base. Yeah. If you got rid of Mario, and my second question, here's the other thing. How do you think Mario would be on the free agent list long if Miami fired him?
Nope.
Thank you.
Mario
Thank
is
you.
a great recruiter. That's established. I think he's fantastic as a recruiter. I think Donno would agree. But
He
there
can build
have
a team.
questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knows how to build a team. And Alex, seriously, you've been a long time Kane fan. But before Mario got here, we were getting pushed around by Wisconsin, embarrassed by Notre Dame, you know, Cal, any of those big schools, out west. Now that Mario is here, he's built a defensive line, an offensive line, and I
Yes,
think
sir.
that's where you start. Because if you looked at the old Canes, we had some monsters up front. Would you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, no, 1,000%. Like I was in, and everybody knows Miami's offensive line is really good, so I'm not breaking any news there.
Yeah.
But I've been really impressed with Markel Bell at left tackle, who's going to be the full-time starter this year. He and Ruben Bain are always going up against each other in practice, and Bain's been practicing really well, so people know. But Markel gives him a tough time with he's 6'9", 340, and it's hard to get around him with his wingspan. And then like the defensive line, to me, that's another. And Fox, you're spot on, because for a lot of years, Miami, during the days where they've, past 2 decades where they've had some not so good teams, they've gotten pushed around because they haven't built their teams from the inside out, which I'm a firm believer. That's how you build a football team. You build it from the inside out. You start at the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they're doing. The defensive line has looked like they're getting so much better. I was looking at the edge rusher rotation this morning. It's like there are some of these guys. Obviously, Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor, probably your top 2 guys on the edge. But Herbert Scroggins is doing really well heading into his second year. Marquise Lightfoot is putting on size, getting better. Cole McConaughey, who's heading into his second year, is looking good. There's a true freshman, Hayden Lowe, he's 18 years old, 5-star recruit. He's 255 pounds, 6'4". The guy just turned 18. Malik Bryant is a guy heading into his third year who I think can be a difference maker on the edge. So they're going to hopefully be able to produce pressure and sacks from multiple different spots. They're not as deep at defensive tackle, but I think they're going to be good there with their top 3 or 4 guys, because Justin Scott, who's a second-year former 5-star recruit, he's really looking the part now. Ahmad Moten, David Blay. So I think on both lines of scrimmage, Fox, this is just night and day compared to these teams from like 5-6 years ago that, like you said, were not only were they getting pushed around by the Wisconsins of the world, but they were, up against some of like the lesser teams on the schedule. They weren't always getting pushed and establishing the trenches. They're going to do that this year for sure.
Hey, Alex, there's a lot defensive lineman from my hometown, Artavius Jones. How's he looking?
Sir. He's coming into his own, which is something I'm happy to see, because I know when he came in last year, and the dude is huge. They call him the Juggernaut. So when he came in last year, I think he was just kind of lacking the polish, but he had the size. Everybody says, because I talked to some of the guys that go up against him in practice fits. Like just yesterday, I interviewed James Brockermeyer, who's the new starting center, and like he brought up that Artavius Jones is bringing it in practice. So I think when it comes to like who the 4th defensive tackle is going to be behind, I mentioned the names Blay, Moten, and Scott. Artavius Jones is competing for that. Who else? Artavius Jones, Dante Simpson, who's a true freshman who's doing good there, and also there's one other. There's like 3 different guys competing for that like 4th and 5th spot, and Artavius is one of those guys. And with his size and his athleticism, he's a big space filler.
Artavius is from my hometown, Jenny and Jeff. That's why I asked about him. He's from the Panhandle, Blountstown, Florida. Population 2,200 people. And he was an amazing, I heard all about him. He was an amazing athlete, can wrestle and everything. And he's the second guy from Blountstown to be on the University of Miami. So when I was there, they won a national championship. Does lightning strike twice, Alex?
Well, and it's funny when you bring up Artavius coming out of Blountstown. I remember watching his film or his huddle reel coming out of high school. And so not only was he playing defensive line, he was lining up at like tight end at 350 pounds, whatever, and just running over guys. He had one of the most fun highlight reels to watch.
Unbelievable.
Freakish.
Well, Alex, I have
Yeah.
another.
That's my homeboy. That's my homeboy.
I love it.
I have a two-part question. It's part Canes, and then it's just part NFL in general. So number one, I was reading that Carson Beck is being touted as more of, the pocket passer, for the Canes. So I'm asking you, does he have the poise that Cam Ward has? And also, just for quarterbacks in general, have we not evolved to the point to where we're touting a quarterback as being a pocket passer when we've seen so many do it with running and doing a little bit of the pocket? Or when are we not evolved? Are we not evolving? I feel like we have, because Aaron Rodgers runs, the Bills quarterback,
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Yeah.
He runs. I mean, and you've got Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl winner, just, our recent Super Bowl winner. He runs. Patrick Mahomes, he runs. So when are we going to move past that being the quote unquote, that's the measuring stick for a quarterback?
Yeah, I'm with you 100% that to me, to have a truly dynamic offense, your quarterback needs to be able to run. There's always the question of how much do you want to do it, because you don't want them getting hurt. And I do have some good news for you, because I think Beck runs a little bit more than people give him credit for. That was even one of the things that Brockermeyer, the center, brought up to me when I chatted with him yesterday, that, I asked him kind of what about Carson Beck's game might Miami fans not realize? And he says he can run a little bit. He can do that. So compared to Cam Ward, I don't think he's going to be as athletic and just as fluid, because like when Ward would run, it was like very graceful, and it was just like, like he's able to get out of bounds and avoid contact. Like he had this grace that a lot of quarterbacks don't have. And Ward, Ward was definitely not a run first guy. Like he was always looking for the throw, and kind of there was a few designed running plays, not too many. So I think Beck is going to be able to run, and I think it's a non-starter. Like I don't think you can have a statue at quarterback these days, to your point. Like the days of just the prototypical pocket passer are over. I think in Miami's case, in terms of their overall running game, they're deep when it comes to the running back spot behind that offensive line. They're going to have at least three guys who are going to play a lot: Mark Fletcher, Jordan Lyle, who had a really good practice today, and Shamar Brown, who transferred over from North Dakota State, which is like the Alabama of FCS. They win championships all the time. He was a big part of that last year. So I think overall Miami's going to have a pretty dynamic running game, and I think Carson Beck will play a small part in that. Like he's definitely not strictly a pocket stand in there, don't run guy. I think he's going to run a little bit this year.
I thought that was a great question, Jenny.
Great question.
Other part of it, what about the poise? Is he going to be able to shake off the mistakes? Because Cam Ward was like, okay, I threw an interception, or I threw the ball too deep, and you weren't there. Is he going to be able to, come back from that? Because that was like a 12th man, in the game for him to be able to do that.
Yeah. I think that's a phenomenal question. And listen, so a lot of the folks in Georgia will say, hey, that's maybe a negative in his game. He threw 12 interceptions last year. I think he was only at like 5 or 6 the year before that, but last year the interceptions went up. I hope that he can develop that Cam Ward amnesia, because Cam would throw an interception, it was like completely forgotten, and even when he threw, I remember he threw a pick six. I think it was a pick six against Cal, and Miami was like getting killed at that time. And Ward just came out there the next drive like it was 0-0, didn't change his game, didn't haunt him at all. So I can only hope. Like for me, I can't really answer that question on Beck until we see it in games, but that is something that he needs. Also, hopefully he's not in too many positions where Miami's like way down in games. So if the defense plays better, he may not have to do some of the things that Cam Ward did last year. But hopefully, I can't imagine anybody having as much poise as Ward. But on Beck, it's worth noting the guy's played in almost every big game you can play in. You haven't been the starter at Georgia for the last 2.5 years. You know, he's played in all these marquee SEC matchups. He's won SEC championship games. So I don't think there's going to be any moment that's going to be too big for him. So I think he'll have plenty of poise. I just don't know if we'll ever see Cam Ward like poise ever again.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal, man. You know, Alex, I gotta ask you something because the wide receiver position has always been a glamour position at the U for me. Like, you know, the great receivers have always Santana Moss, the legacy. It goes deep.
I'm wearing a Santana Moss jersey today.
There we go. There we go. So you can, you know, who's the guy that stands out in the receiving corps right now as a potential big time receiver at the U?
My gut always tells me, going back to the spring, JoJo Trader, you know, who I know he got overshadowed by, you know, his buddy Jeremiah Smith, who he played in high school with. And, you know, when they came out of high school, JJ Smith was the number 1 receiver in Florida. JoJo Trader was the number 2. I think he's really been standing out since spring football. A guy, I'll tell you one that's going to be a couple names to know for the next few years. Malachi Toney, the true freshman.
Yeah, I heard
that
about
dude.
Him.
He's special. Like, he is special. Like he's young, because not only is he a true freshman, he came out of high school a year early, so he's 17 years old right now. But based, like, you wouldn't know that the way he practices. And Toney is extremely explosive. You know, he plays slot receiver, so you know he's going to be like one of the guys who's going to try to replace, you know, Xavier Restrepo and his production from the last couple of years. So I think Toney's going to be special. And then there's a completely different body type, but another receiver that gets me excited for the future, and I think he can play even this year. Another true freshman, Joshua Moore, who's 6'4", 215 pounds, and he plays physical. Like, he's the guy who's really making the contested catches. He's also got long strides, and he's got some quickness on deep balls as well. But he's really the guy who's going to be able to pull in the 50-50 balls and make contested catches. So there's some guys to be excited about for, you know, the short term and the long term.
Yeah. Thank you for that, because Malachi Toney I've heard a lot about, and I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to miss Restrepo. I'm going to miss that big tight end, the one that's, I think he went with the Seahawks that we used to have there. So great stuff from you, man. You've pretty much answered a lot of our questions and fears. Before you get out of here, man, let everybody know more about Locked On Canes, man, because it's a fantastic show. You've been doing it for a couple of years, and you're known as the go-to guy for Miami Hurricanes football.
Well, first of all, thank you. Yeah, well, and thanks to all of you, and Jenny and Fitz. It's great meeting you both. And when you said, Fitz, that when Fox said you played in '83. You look younger than me somehow, so I don't know. I gotta get tips on like your wellness regimen or something. So that's pretty incredible. Thank you all for the hospitality, for the kind words, and yeah, you can find our show every single day. Locked On Canes. Find us on YouTube. On the audio version is there on the usual spots: Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I also, as Fox mentioned, I co-host Locked On ACC with Kenton Gibbs, who's a former NC State defensive lineman. And man, we have fun. Like, I love Kenton comes up with these. He comes up with takes that I could never even dream of. He's so much fun to work with. So yeah, check out Locked On Canes and Locked On ACC. We try to keep you guys updated, informed, and hopefully entertained every single day.
The great Alex Donno, everybody.
This is a fun question. Don't you love it nowadays that even as media, we can wear our gear? I mean, we can just be upfront with it and proud, loud and proud.
Yeah, for sure. Which works out for me because like 2/3 of my closet is Miami gear. So if I wasn't able to wear this stuff, I would wear the same white T-shirt every day. I wouldn't have anything else to wear.
Yeah. The audience loves you, man. They do. They were excited that you were coming on. Clearly, they've jumped in and participated. So this has been fantastic. Alex, you are a part of our game days when it comes to watching Miami Hurricanes football.
Thank you.
Like, we get it started with you, and, from 560 to the Locked On Canes. You, Larry Bluestein, you guys do a great job on the podcast.
No, I appreciate you all so much. It's great seeing, like, I know Rodney, whose comment is up there. I know I've seen his comments in the other shows that I do. So I appreciate our audience already knowing about you guys and finding me over here. It's really awesome that people are embracing this community. So thank you all so much.
Great job, Alex.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Very
Thanks again,
See you
man.
later. It's all about the you.
All about the you, baby. It's all about the you. We're gonna hit the break and come right back. Come right back. Thanks, Alex.
From the streets of DC to the soul of Tallahassee, from the hilltop to the highest of 7 hills, 2 HBCU giants are colliding in the 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic. Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers. This ain't just football, this is history in the making. The bands bringing that fire. The stands packed with pride. The energy can't be contained. On Saturday, August 30th at 4 p.m., Hard Rock Stadium becomes the biggest stage in HBCU football. From the tailgate to the halftime show, from the first snap to the final whistle, this is where culture takes center stage. So grab your squad, throw on your colors, and rep your school. Get your tickets and book your hotels now at orangeblossomclassic.com. The 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic, built on history, fueled by pride.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be out there, Jenny. If you want to go, I know I'm going to the game. Tommy Green and a few of our team from Remix Sports will be out there. Great job, Alex Donno. Locked On Canes. Great show. You can catch it every day. Make sure you follow him. He's a great guy, man. Great guy. One of my best friends from the QAM days, from the radio days. And I was very happy to have him on the show. Jenny, you were in rare form.
I liked him.
You were in rare form. Like, your questions were like, I thought you said you didn't have any questions.
No, I said I had questions. I was trying to do ladies first because I already knew y'all was coming with y'all stats and your players that played in Timbuktu and now they here and
Timbuktu.
So, I had to represent, but I just want to try to represent before you guys represented. But it was good. I liked him.
Wow.
Jeff, you gave her a nice compliment about her questions and everything. And know what she does? She throws it right back at us. Yeah, with your Timbuktu questions. You see, she just doesn't fight fair.
It was more you, Fitz. But even though you are the professor, but all I will say is I had fun. Thank you for allowing me a lot of the floor because I know I probably took up space.
Yeah, you be gangster. You do take over.
Well,
I know.
Sometimes I had to show that I'm not just a pretty face, not just a wildflower.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Oh, wildflower. Now you're a wildflower.
I'm acting up today.
I thought you were the gangster from Atlanta.
What?
Okay. I thought you were the gangster from Atlanta. What's that? What's she? She's a dirty bird, right? Remember that? The dirty OG dirty bird.
I am OG. But now, like I said, I had questions and y'all allowed me the floor to ask them. So thank you. And, every now and then I might get sneak in a couple of good questions. So don't act surprised.
Yeah.
Don't be brand new, Fitzgerald Davis. And,
that's my government name. That's my government name.
Donno was fantastic, by the way.
He was fantastic.
I like Alex.
He keeps it real on the Canes. The kid Malachi Tony, the wide receiver,
nice.
17.
He's nice.
Wow.
He's nice.
17, bro. He's gonna be like that Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State. I think he's gonna be
one of those geniuses then, since he got out early, right? He a genius.
Yeah, he came out, graduated early. Like, he's on point. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited. For real.
And Jeff, you and Jenny should be excited about what the Hurricanes are doing. I know our fan base has been put through the ringer for the last 20 years because to be honest, there's been a lot of fraudulent teams. And what makes the teams fraudulent, Alex said it. You build a football team from the inside out. That's what I saw when I was there. Okay. And our great teams always had really good, great defensive linemen, offensive linemen. Just go look at our teams.
Yep.
Yeah, we have linemen. And now we're finally starting to get those kind of dudes on the defensive line and offensive line. When you get that, you're legit, Jenny. You're legit.
We needed them. Dudes that eat cows and stuff. I remember us getting pushed around by Wisconsin.
Oh my God, that was bad.
Inferior Wisconsin in a bowl game.
Oh,
Pushed around by Cal. Remember when we hadn't won a bowl game in a couple of years?
Yeah, we went out west. They just ran all up and down our throat. Yeah. I remember that.
I think Mario saw that, recognized it, and just went on the line, man. And then our weight room, Luke and I used to talk about that all the time. Our guys were weak. We're getting pushed around,
If you go ask any Miami Hurricane players, I know you know a few from the 2001, McKinney, they will tell you they know when a team is real, when it's fraudulent. Bryant, when he played, that offensive line, defensive line, studs. But if you watch for a bunch of years, who's the last really great defensive lineman we've had, Jeff?
Man, I have to go back a couple of years.
That went to the pro.
Yeah. I'd have to go back a couple of years. It's been a while, for real. I mean, I could.
You take Vince Wilfork.
Yeah. Vince was huge.
Then you take
Russell Maryland.
What's the 6'9" guy? Yeah, Russell Maryland. But Russell was 89. I'm talking about in the 2000s. The one I can think of is the kid that plays on Buffalo, Greg Russo.
Yeah. He wasn't on college, though.
He only played like a year. But prior to him, what's the tall guy played a lot of years? He from Colorado. The tall guy still playing. 6'9". Trying to call his name. Okay. But we need those kind of guys. We need defensive linemen. We need dudes.
Magic City says Oliver Vernon.
Olivier Vernon?
Olivier? Okay.
Yeah, but he did not dominate college ball. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just like just all-American, just tossing people. But I remember he was a speed rusher, Olivier Vernon. Yeah, I remember him. Because I think he went to high school in Miami. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think he played for the G-Men for a while.
Yeah, he did. He played for the G's. He did. He had a nice career. But we just haven't had a dude where teams had to say, you know what, we got to stop Jeff Fox at defensive tackle. We got to block him.
By the way, guys, switching lanes here for a quick second. Guess who was on the field today for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Here he is. Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy.
Teddy is good at life.
Okay. He just be winning, don't he? He said, I'm gonna take a minute and I'm gonna go over here and coach some high school football. Then I'm gonna go back to the NFL. Yeah, get the championship. So run it back. I'm gonna go over here, coach a little high school, get the chip. Then I'm gonna go back over here to the NFL.
Teddy is great at life. Like whatever he touches turns to gold. And so I'm gonna throw a question out here at you. Teddy now coming back this year, he's a 10-year vet. Who are the previous teams that Teddy Bridgewater has played for in his illustrious?
Oh, that's to our audience, right?
Yeah, professional career. Somebody in the audience throw it at me because I think Fitz. And Teddy,
I know a couple. I know a couple.
Yeah, he stopped here.
He had to stop in Miami. Let me know who Teddy has previously played for. And I'm glad he got some of that money back. By the way, Magic City, good one. Getting back to the Kings, Calais Campbell. He was a monster.
That's it. Calais Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic City always come through, man. Always comes through. Blaze
Magic
Campbell was a
City, Magic
monster in
City is
college.
that
Magic
guy.
City, bad. Yeah, he's bad.
He was a monster in
Yeah.
college. He's a monster at Miami Dolphins. You know, for a veteran, for an older guy, he was a monster for that team. I don't know if he retired or if he went back to Arizona.
He's still playing.
He's
I
still
think he
playing.
went to the Ravens or somebody. Campbell's like on 19 years. That's
That's
crazy.
incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So, congrats, Teddy Bridgewater, man. We're happy for you. He always gonna land on his feet. Like he said, Teddy B got that money. He's there in Tampa Bay backing up Baker Mayfield, and he was on the field today doing his thing for the Buccaneers. So we hope he has a great season.
That's a great job too, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeff, that's a great job. A
I had-
backup quarterback for a guy that's real durable.
Yep.
You know, you can eat your hot dogs on the sideline. Collect that check, man. More power to you, Teddy.
I had two other teams that he played for. So I said the Lions and the Dolphins, but he also made stops for the Broncos, the Panthers, the Saints, and the Vikings.
Yep.
So
Panthers?
he's kind of been around.
Yeah. Wow.
And you know
He's kinda
why?
been around.
Because Teddy's good. He's good. Not only is he got good in life, but he got game. Teddy can play, man. And that's why teams try and get him and bring him in as you know, as a great backup. Another
But
quarterback.
that's
on
what
the
you need.
field.
You definitely got to have a good backup. That's what we needed.
Yep. And guess who the Cleveland Browns, we're going to get to them briefly before we get out of here. The Browns just signed Huntley, the former Miami Dolphin quarterback. They brought him in.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Because a couple of their backups down with hamstring issues. Gabriel has hamstring. Kenny Pickett has a hamstring. So they are putting Shador Sanders to the fire right away. He will start tomorrow night for the Cleveland Browns. I think they want him to fail.
That's been everything that I was reading is that that they setting him up for failure. But when somebody's looking out for you, what they want for evil for you, he turns into good. Like he turned that wine into water.
Yep.
He got you. He got you. So just do your thing.
But you,
why do people hate?
But Jenny, you know what?
Sanders, though. Why? Why are they hating on him?
Why do they hate? Why do they hate Bronny James?
Yeah.
Ain't done nothing to him.
Because of his dad. Clearly, that how deep does that go?
Of course, has a lot to do with it. They can't. They can't, Jeff.
Chance, man.
They can't.
Give him a chance. I hope to God he has a good game tomorrow night. But I'm worried because in practice, Shador has not played with the first team offensive guys.
No reps.
First team.
This is what I hope that happens, Jeff. He makes the team third string. He's on the team for the whole year. He doesn't have to play. He gets a year to just keep watching film, work on his strength, learn defenses. Next year, you can go. Because what folks don't understand, the game is different. A lot of those guys that went first top 2-3 picks like Cam, they got to play. And Cam's going to struggle some games. He's going to struggle. It's just the way it is. But sometimes being able to sit for a year, and Shador's a bad boy, but just to be able to sit, Jenny, ain't bad. To get a check and to sit, and then you can come back next year, got a year of understanding film, NFL defenses, you get stronger, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a big difference between 1 year. I just hope he makes the team. And I if he was my son, I prefer he sits this year. And why?
I want him to show up and show out.
How much time does Flacco really have? Next year. Patrick Mahomes sat a year.
He did.
I mean, and I think
Doesn't hurt to sit.
If Tom Brady, the GOAT, says that, that they are rushing a lot of these guys, because they're paying them all this money to come out now.
They are.
So they're rushing them. But,
They are.
if the GOAT says it ain't going to hurt them to, to sit a little bit and learn.
Yeah, but how do you
Doesn't hurt.
How do you explain C.J. Stroud
Some of them
and Jaden Daniels?
Some of them are just they just that guy. Some of them are just that guy, but all of them are not that guy. Or
And
not
didn't
that
Cam
guy.
Newton start his rookie year? Didn't Cam have a great?
Yeah, you're right. CJ started and Jalen but Jeff, for every one of those guys you just named, I can name you about 7 or 8 that didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they banked on and
Out the gate.
what was the guy that went to the Giants?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
I give you example.
Still keeps getting a job.
You just named the guy. Right, Jeff. You just said where Teddy is going to play at Tampa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at how Baker Mayfield struggled his first 2 years at Cleveland.
Yeah,
he was pick, right?
Yeah,
he went to about 3 different teams before he settled in now on Tampa. People thought he was a bust.
Yeah.
We kind of
It's hard.
Baker Mayfield is no bust.
He was revived in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
But I think when you look at Shedeur Sanders, I see a quarterback who has it. You know who was the first person on the field today in Cleveland? The Panthers and the Browns are practicing together. The first person. He's always the first person on the field before everybody else. Shedeur Sanders. The very first person. You got a workman-like mentality. Those type of athletes are rare.
He's going to be good.
He know they ran game on him, so he just knows what he got to do, and he's doing.
Just stay the course. Just stay the course. And I think too many of us, Jeff, Jenny, we want these guys to play immediately. There's some patience is actually your friend as a young star quarterback.
Look at Bo Nix.
It's an ally.
Look at Bo Nix in Denver last year. Like, these guys, the game has changed to the point where guys are coming in the NFL game ready.
Yeah.
I think Cam is going to have some issues, maybe, but Cam's mentality is unlike anyone else.
Yeah.
True.
Like when he brought to Miami,
that's true.
I remember the Cal game when he threw the pick 6. I was like breaking shit, like throwing stuff.
He came back.
He came like I thought we were cooked, man. I said his defense is the worst, and he brought us all the way back on the road. Never quit.
Mm-hmm.
That type of mentality.
All I'm
a long way. That's all.
See, all I'm saying is this, Jeff. Shedeur was a 5th round pick. These other guys were first rounders immediately, so they didn't have a whole much of a choice. It's not bad in situation like Shedeur Sanders. He comes from a wealthy family. He's going to get a guaranteed contract for about 3 years if he makes the 3rd team. Next year, man, he can go right in and truly compete for the job. Because Flacco's what, 37, 38 years old?
Yeah.
He's not in a bad spot.
I say Shedeur.
Yeah, man, just play it out. He might be playing mid-season.
Mid-season.
He might start mid-season, Jeff.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at him, and I'm not trying to rush him in any way. This opportunity came about because others went down, so make the most of it.
He's been carving up
every chance you get. Make them regret the decision of playing games with you.
He's been carving up that Browns defense.
Now, hey, Jenny, I bet you money he be playing in Miami mid-season because this guy is going down. Tua's going down. He just signed that new contract. He got the money in his pocket. He going down, Jenny. He going down.
Don't speak that out like that.
Hey, I'm just calling it like it is. He will be hurt. He will be hurt by week 8.
Special helmet. I did ask for the special helmet, but I'm just saying don't put it out there like that.
Jeff Fox, am I
Yes,
putting
sir.
it out there or am I putting out data? Am I putting data out there?
You've been speaking facts, man, because I'm I live right over here by Dolphins training camp. On my way to the gym, I heard them blasting their hip hop. Much better with the music choices. They were playing Future while they were the rapper Future while they were practicing. But I'm done promising Dolphin fans that they will have a better team this year, that they're going to make the playoffs. I'm done with all of that. Not doing that no more. I don't want to. I don't want to put Dolphin fans. We'll see. We'll see. Because Chris Greer has been there for what, 10 years?
Oh yeah, nothing's going down. But hey, I ain't mad at him. He getting a check.
Getting that back.
Chris Greer must.
I ain't mad at you.
He must have photos or something.
But Jenny, if you just go look at Tua's history from University of Alabama through Miami, look at how many games he's missed from college to the pros.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying,
don't put it out there.
Sometimes don't say the quiet part out loud. Like, what we think.
See what Mocha Bella said?
Say it out loud.
You see what Mocha Bella said? Don't wish that on Tua.
Don't wish that on her. I'm not. I'm just giving facts. Hey, this a big boy, big girl show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to promise anything, Dolphin fans. I don't know what to expect. I just don't know. I know Mike McDaniel better produce. He better.
Hot seat.
He better.
Hot seat. Look, it might get a little hot where he need to be sitting. It's gonna get a little hot.
Yeah. He better produce. Yeah. I don't know about the defense. I don't know about the offense.
And I
haven't done a training camp, and I ain't going.
I'm not even sure if a winning season is going to save him, because we've had winning seasons. It's time to evolve. It's time to level up. It's time to level up. So,
have they even improved the defense line, Jeff? I'm trying to think about any moves they've made to improve their defensive line and linebackers. I know they got rid of Rand back, but I'm trying to think on the line of scrimmage, on the D line. What have they done?
We'll ask Chris Perkins. We'll, Omar, one of those guys. We'll get him in here. We have connection issues with Fitz.
Okay.
Is because
that's probably his wife is like she pulling the plug on that.
That's an internet issue. Fitz is on vacation in the Cayman Islands, man.
She pulling the plug on that.
I'll say bye. Bye.
Bye, Fitzy.
No, you're good, man. Anyway,
the wife is pulling them strings over there.
Yeah. And maybe Michael Jordan really was bothering him. He was taking a shot at you with the Michael Jordan.
Oh, I know he was.
Yeah.
I know he was, but I ain't worried.
See, Rodney's expecting nothing from the Dolphins because they ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm not drinking the Dolphin Kool-Aid either. I don't know. I know Buffalo's going to win the division again.
And
I think the Patriots are going to be the second best team in the AFC East. Why? Just got a gut feeling.
Yeah, I'm hearing
the Patriots won't be down
as well.
Yeah, I just got a gut feeling. And I meant to ask Fitz because he's been gone for a while about the Shannon Sharp story. Because I just wanted to get his thoughts on it, and Shannon, of course, recently fired by ESPN, and I don't know if he learned his lesson, man, because here's a recent conversation they had on the show.
Justina, thank you for your time. We appreciate you stopping by Nightcap. We're definitely going to have you on Club Shay Shay. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think we've ever had a white woman on the show.
Well, Shay Shay, we know what happens with you and white women, but I'm a different.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a different kind, Unc. I've been to the cookout for a long time now. Don't worry about it. So, Chad, Unc, remember, I'm a white girl you could trust. We're going to talk more later.
But some things I'm just gonna never live down there. But
You ain't gonna never live it down, bro.
Never.
You will never live that down.
Never.
$23 million.
It's just
A white girl
you
came
know,
up, man.
At least he can laugh about it now. He's probably,
I would laugh about it too. I would laugh about it too.
I'm crying. $23 million.
I honestly think, Jenny, this was a case of brotherly love over the weekend. What I mean is Sterling Sharp being inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame emphatically talked about his love for his little brother. You know, to kind of take the pressure off of him. Because this dude was embarrassed in front of the whole nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just embarrassing to the fullest. So, kudos to Sterling Sharp, one of the greatest receivers ever. Like, he just dominated the NFL when he played. Good to see him go in the Hall. Good to see Jared Allen from the Minnesota Vikings, one of the most feared pass rushers ever. Good to see him go into the Hall. And most of all, as a Raider fan, Cliff Branch of the Oakland Raiders. Finally, they give him his flowers. They waited until he passed away, but Cliff Branch, nonetheless, in the Hall of Fame. And that was good to see, you know, so good for him. Jungle Brother says she got a cornbread and ham hocks on her plate. That's no Becky. Yeah, she said she's not an ordinary white girl. So
She said she invited to the cookout for real.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Football starts officially tomorrow. Raiders and Seahawks. Pete Carroll goes back to Seattle. Geno Smith, we'll see some old friends. I'll be watching. We don't normally watch pregame shows around here, but, you know, we miss football, man. Yeah, you miss football. You miss it. And the Raiders are playing their starters, by the way. Another Pete Carroll thing. Going to play the starters. I'm going to watch the Raider game. I'm going to watch to see what Shador Sanders does as well. And before we get out of here, Jenny, one more time, we got to give love to the Miami Marlins based on what they did last week, sweeping the New York Yankees.
Yep.
The Marlins at one point were like 17 games out of first place. Right now, I mean, they've lost a couple in a row to the Astros, right? Yeah. But they're fighting. They have the lowest payroll in Major League Baseball. The lowest. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know who these guys are, but they're doing it. Fantastic job by the Marlins. And I'm kind of rooting for them. You know? I'm kind of rooting for them. You know? So it'll be good to see. But, yep, officially NFL is back. To get going. Kickoffs tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you, ESPN has bought the Red Zone.
Yeah, I've seen the big, what was it? Some kind of $1 billion deal. I was like, okay, then.
They better not get rid of Scott Hansen. I don't want to see nobody new doing the in-game highlights. Like, Red Zone channel is the greatest thing ever invented. I live for the Red Zone channel. Can't wait. And NFL Network also acquired by ESPN. They just seem to stick their hands in everything.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But it's been a great show, man. Thank you to Alex Donno, who was a phenomenal guest.
The applause is not working.
Phenomenal. Alex Donno has been great on the show. Make sure you check him out. Locked on Canes, the podcast. Everything you want to know about the Miami Hurricanes. He does a great job. Him and Larry Bluestein, another great person to know as well.
Yeah. He's great. Larry is especially great with the high school high school football too. He can tell you names, dates, places, and yeah, you got to watch out for that guy because he got your number.
Yeah, yeah, and he's loved. He's beloved by the players.
Oh yeah,
he's beloved by the players. What up, DJ Chuck? What up? What up to my man DJ Chuck? A lot of the Stewies in here, coming in the chat room. It's been a great show. We'll be back on Friday. Jenny, you will love the guest I'm having on Friday. Her name is, let me tell you real quick.
Is it the lady that we were going to do the other day?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Alicia London. We're going to confirm her for Friday. She is an artist. April London. Oh, my God. Did I say Alicia? I was thinking about The Shy. Seriously. I was thinking about the TV show The Shy. I was thinking about the TV show The Shy because they shot Alicia on The Shy. You wouldn't know. You would have to be into that. But, yeah, she's going to be a great guest. I want you guys to tune in for her on Friday. I'll be interviewing Stephen A. Smith's nephew. His name is Josh. He's been hanging out at the Miami Pro League, doing a great job commentating and stuff. And every now and then he makes an appearance on Stephen A's show, Josh Smith. So that's going to be coming soon from the Miami Man Cave. And I also want to shout out our newest sponsor, 800 Pain. 800 Pain, our new sponsor. Welcome to the Jeff Fox Show, presented by Remix Sports Media. An official announcement will be made later, and Tommy Green and the crew at Remix, they're going to handle that. We're going to put out a press release and all of that. So fantastic job joining us here on the show. 800 Pain. If you get in the slip or fall, car accident, they're the folks to go see.
Ever wondered how top car brands are preventing accidents in 2025? It's by automated emergency braking, which kicks in before a crash even if you don't react. Driver monitoring systems track drowsiness and distraction and even brake if needed. And soon, cars will talk to each other through V2X communication, avoiding crashes before they even happen. These aren't sci-fi, they are real, and they are saving lives. So stay alert, and after an accident, call 305-800-PAIN. We got you covered.
How about that?
How about that?
My man, Manny Diaz is his name. Huh?
He's nice looking too. We might have to put him back up on the screen just so I can look.
Yeah. Wait, I got a special guest coming to the show for you too. For you, Jenny.
It's about time.
Yeah. A Southern Soul artist, not the boots on the ground guy. Not him, but another Southern Soul artist named Stacey Adams. Going to be coming to the show real soon as well. We about to get up out of here, folks. It's been real. Jenny Jones, any final thoughts?
Had fun today.
Yeah, you did a phenomenal job. I don't know what got into you.
I was really
not that you don't always do a great job, but your questions today were like, dang, that's a good question. That's a good question. I wanted to talk to, but it's like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes females just got to take over. Just sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I still love you though.
Huh?
Still love you though.
Oh, no doubt. It's always love. It's always love. We appreciate everybody checking us out today. And yeah, Jungle Brother Travis.
Thanks everybody for the comments and the questions.
Yeah, you guys
they were representing for us today.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on regarding the show. There's so much new news coming on that I can't wait to tell you about.
I need for you to just be telling me. Don't be saying stuff and then don't tell me, because then I want to know.
Yeah. I mean, we hitting the road, man. We doing what we got to do, Okay. So we'll catch up with you guys later. All right.
Peace out.
Peace.
Blazers shot 12 of 19 from the field in the third quarter. Here is Bryant. Quick three.
1 of 7 in the fourth quarter. Kobe does not forget. Trust me.
Shot clock to 2. Here's Bryant. Yes!
Rebounding. He had one defensive rebound the other night against Orlando, Dwight Howard.
Bryant. Yes! And the foul.
There's a thing called toughness in this game. If you're going to be a star, you better have toughness to go with your talent. And both of these guys going at each other are brilliantly talented and tough. And Kobe.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.